Hi, I'm Mrs. Rivetti. I'm the school counselor at Walnut and Livingston Avenue School. And today I want to share some information on feelings, friends, and coping tools. Before we start, I also wanted to share a quick breathing exercise that you can do at home, and I wanted to start off by practicing. So you're going to slowly trace the right side of the leaf and trace and breathe in, and then trace the other side of the leaf as you breathe out. So we'll do that one more time. Going to breathe in, breathe out. Perfect. And I also wanted to have you reflect on how you are feeling today. Perhaps you're feeling one or two or maybe even three feelings today. Perhaps maybe all at the same time. Whatever you are feeling today is okay. Any of these feelings here are okay to have. So I wanted to share a story with you because many of us are not able to see our friends right now. And not being able to see our friends is making some of us feel upset, some of us feel scared, some of us feel confused. Some of us might even feel happy because we know our friends are safe at home. Regardless of what you are feeling, this story might be helpful to you. So it's called Why Can't I See My Friends? It can feel confusing and upsetting when we can't see our friends. It's okay to feel sad, angry, lonely, scared, or something else. We cannot play with our friends right now because we do not want to spread germs. But this will not last forever. One day, we will be able to play with our friends again. In the meantime, to handle our feelings, we can practice using our coping tools. So coping tools are things that we do to help ourselves feel better and to help us deal with any feeling that we might be having. Coping tools might not make a problem go away. It might not even change a situation, but coping tools help us deal and manage with a challenge or our feelings that we have. So some examples of coping tools are counting or counting down from 10, resting in a comfortable place, perhaps a beanbag chair, couch, your bed, on the carpet, listening to music, spending time with a loved one, exercise. And exercise could be anything from doing jumping jacks to running to riding your bike to throwing a ball to kicking a ball. There's also going for a walk, making something, and this can also look like many different things. So making something could be creating art, it could be building, it could be baking a tasty treat. There's also coloring and drawing, talking to an adult who can help you and who you trust, and focusing on the good, thinking positively, which can sometimes be difficult to do, but again, the more we practice, the better we will get. at using our coping tools. So I like to use something called a coping toolbox. And inside my coping toolbox, I have different coping tools that are helpful to me. And I use different coping tools depending on how I feel. So like many of you, I can't see my friends right now either, which is making me feel both happy because I know they're safe, but it's also making me sad because I miss them. So I can handle this by using some of my coping tools. And I'll show you the ones that I've picked to help me handle this. In the meantime, I'm using FaceTime and different kinds of apps on my phone or my iPad that can help me stay in touch with my friends and see them through a screen since we can't see each other in person. I've also been reading a book every night, and I thought that maybe after I'm done with my book, I can share it with my friends and maybe they can read the same book as well. Another coping tool is playing with someone at home. So if you have a brother or sister, or perhaps a family member that you can play with, this might be a coping tool for you. I've been having fun getting new board games and playing that. And my last coping tool that I've been using is making something. So this past weekend for Mother's Day, I decided to bake my mom's favorite cupcakes and deliver them to her house as a surprise. Since I can't see her, I thought I could handle it by baking her and making something as a surprise. So again, these coping tools might not help you. Remember that your coping tools, the ones you put in your toolbox, should be tools that are going to help you. And since we're all different, we all have different coping tools that help us. I also wanted to show you something called I Can circles. And this is an activity that you can try doing at home too. So on the outside, I have an I can't circle. In this circle, I have things that I can't do or that I can't change or that I can't control. For example, right now, I cannot go to a birthday party, I can't hug my friends, and I can't play too close to my friends. The thing is, when we focus on the I can't circle only or too much, then we can't feel better. So it's important to have an I can circle. In this circle, I have things that I can change or that I can do and can control. For example, I can have a play date using technology such as Messenger Kids. I can drive by a friend's house and wave. I can see my friends as long as they stay 6 feet away or more. Or I could send my friend a birthday card. When we focus on the I can circle and the things we can do, we might be surprised at how much is actually in our control. And knowing that we can do things can help us feel better about a situation that perhaps we can't change or that is perhaps very difficult. Here's a blank coping toolbox for you to use at home. I suggest again you fill it with your own coping tools that are helpful to you. And here I have some more coping tools that you might add to your coping toolbox. I hope this was helpful to you, and I hope that you have fun making your own coping toolboxes and that you use them often.